Hey guys, Zach here. I know it's called football. I'm back joining you after the draw at the Emirates against Newcastle United. You can probably tell I'm still just getting over COVID, so excuse me if I don't sound as pretty as I normally do. The game was really frustrating, man. It's been a long time since I sought out to watch as many interviews as I could, mainly AFTV, and I just wanted to make sure people were on the same page as I was. I'm sitting at home screaming as well as I could, at my TV, just especially in the first half where the referee just seemed to lose control of the game completely. It's one thing to give a yellow card out for somebody's first foul if it's dangerous or you're intentionally breaking up play or counterattack, or whatever it may be. So, everyone can understand that, but he just started handing out cards because he didn't have the, intelligence to hold the game up for a minute. Maybe get the captains together and let them know, hey, guys, we got 15 minutes left before halftime. Let's calm it down a bit. Let's, stop lunging into tackles. Get yourselves in a halftime. Do something. But he's just whipping out cards, for things that aren't even yellows. And, Newcastle is the same. I'm never biased when it comes to referee decisions and Arsenal should get this or the other team should get this. I just want fair consistency in refereeing. And again, the worst part about last night, the game, was, what is the job of VAR? They need to check penalties, red card decisions, yellow cards need to be potentially overturned. These things need to be checked every single time. And if they're not checked every time, then where is the consistency in finding a mistake from a referee, or perhaps a referee or linesman had missed something? Those two penalty shouts were as clear a penalty as I've ever seen. The handball, maybe you could argue Granit Xhaka was too close when he crossed it. His arm was not in a natural position. And the tugging on Gabriel even earlier on, we already saw 3 yellow cards given in the first half for shirt tugs that were nowhere near as obvious as that Dan Burn jersey tug on Gabriel. Now, Gabriel doesn't flop and go down. I mean, it's just, I don't know what the job of VAR does. I remember making a video just like this before because I recognize the cadence in my voice and I said it exactly the same way. What is their job if not to check everything? What else could they possibly be doing up there in the VAR, wherever the hell they are? How can you not check these things? It just makes absolutely no sense to me. And you're left with no other question and then as to why are they not checked. Is it an Arsenal thing? And you have to start questioning your own sanity. Corruption, and here's Newcastle, who've come into a lot of money recently. This buyout, billions they're worth, billions, Newcastle. And you have to ask yourself these questions, or you feel stupid, and you feel stupid asking them. Referees being paid off, it's the most ridiculous thing to question. It's happened before. Obviously, the fact that Bobby Madley was put in charge of first place and third place, that is extremely bizarre to me. There's so many questions, and the fact that if VAR had checked those and said no, it's not a penalty, then at least we could swear about VAR and the referees. But the fact that it's not even checked, you don't even get the satisfaction of seeing a wrong decision being made. There was no decision to be made. They didn't even look at it. I can't understand that, and I can't find anyone to have an explanation for that. I've never seen an explanation for that. I've never seen referees coming out and saying why they haven't checked it. I've never seen old referees doing it. Sky Sports, whatever you have. I've never seen anyone explain why it isn't checked. The players are shouting for a penalty. They're shouting for a handball, and yet it's not checked by the VAR. Or maybe the people commenting the game have said they didn't hear from him. But I know they can hear the VAR in their ear. That's a fact. So it's like I can't talk about anything else than that. And it's like, yeah, maybe we go on and you missed the penalty, whatever. But at least you got it. At least you can say, we had our chances, we missed them. And Newcastle came here to defend. They came here for a point. All this talk about Eddie Howe and he's built this incredible team and blah blah blah, and this is the best defense in the league, but they played this disgusting, brutal Burnley, defensive football the whole game, just rotating players to foul, in Nketiah and Odegaard, and I'm surprised Saka wasn't kicked more, to be honest, but they really shut these players down and they just defended. There was no, it wasn't a very interesting game to watch, and I was expecting more from Newcastle. Players like Almiron to sort of put on a show, and Joel Linton is just a brute. These guys are going down after every single 60 minutes, 50 minutes gone. These guys are going down. You just started expecting it, and the referee. I say this all the time. They don't have the balls to control these. Get up. If you're not up in 20 seconds, you're getting dragged off the pitch and we're going to continue to play. Where are these? First place, third place, you have the most interesting football league in the world. And you have the referees who are just the most ignorant buffoons. It's so bizarre. I cannot make sense of it. So frustrating. On top of everything else, on top of, the couple chances we had, Nick Pope made a very good save against Eddie Nketiah, who I thought played fantastic. Maybe man of the match for me. The energy he has, work rate, he always brings that. And I think a lot of Arsenal fans have forgotten that because maybe he's not banging in the goals. And, I don't know if people forgot that Jesus hasn't scored in 10 games, but the work rate, very similar. I thought he worked his ass off last night. Odegaard couldn't really find his groove. I think Granit Xhaka was pulling the strings a little more, in that final third than Odegaard was. But you can't have a brilliant game every single game. I'm sure these players are tired. We've got a little bit of a break. Oxford coming up in the FA Cup. Hopefully we can get some players rotated into that. Some of the younger players, obviously. But overall, man, just so frustrating that game. So frustrating. I hate talking about the referee and the game was an outcome of the referee, but Bobby Madley really just killed that game and he couldn't let it go. Really disappointing. I was expecting more. I was expecting to be entertained more. I wanted a win. I was expecting a win. But Eddie Howe set the team up to defend and, again, best defense in the league. And, it's like, I don't want to say congratulations to them, but they came there with a plan and they got away with what they wanted, I think. And Arteta obviously very upset about that. God, man, I can't say anything else. It's just so frustrating, that game. So frustrating. So I'm just going to end it there. Thanks very much for watching. If you have made it this far, I do really appreciate it. Give me a comment down below or hit me up on Twitter. Let me know your thoughts on the referee and the game, going forward. We had a chance there to get a 10-point gap, and now could be back down to 5, as long as Man City win their game today. I think they play today. So yeah, thanks very much, guys, for watching, and I'll see you when I see you.